All right. Hello. Welcome, everyone. This is unusual for us.
I know.
Tuesday, and we live on a Sunday, and um, we're going to do another. On the thumbnail, I crossed out the live because it's
Oh,
not exactly a live build. It is a live stream, but it's going to be watching a video that I made of the design, at least the design to make it work in layers for the laser. For the Bob Gurr show sign. I didn't
yeah.
make the design. I just made it work for the laser. Um, I don't know. Let me say another way. The guy who did the animation is Walter Works, who's another friend of Justin's,
Okay.
Justin's cards. And I don't know if he did the actual artwork or if he just animated it, but he is credited as the animator for the graphics on the Bob Gurr show. So
Okay.
um, that's all I can find out.
Like the
The intro
intro
and
of
stuff.
the
So I
show.
imagine he drew everything, but it just says animation, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Um, but anyway, so I guess full story here. Um,
Yeah.
kind of mentioned it a little bit last time. So for those of you who know Justin Scard, um, he has a friend named Ernie. He used to call him Creepy Ernie, but he runs Haunted OC and is also Bob Gurr's manager. Turn off my phone thing here. And just through Justin and going to Bob's stuff, I became friends with Ernie. So um, from that, I met Bob and, been tons of his shows. And I wouldn't call him a friend like Justin does, but I mean, I know him.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so I've made a couple of things for Ernie that ended up on Bob's podcast, like the little TV and the Sky Bucket sign. And I thought it'd be kind of cool just to remake that logo into an actual sign. So
Right.
that's
Right.
what I did.
Hey,
Oh,
Lewis.
hey, Lewis.
Cool.
Um, hey, Lewis, if you're not busy, you can join us. um, so, anyway, we're going to watch the screen capture I did of me designing, like I said, reworking the logo and design it in layers so I can cut it out on the laser.
Cool.
And my laser was not big enough for this. So, I have a
Yeah. I
friend.
was going to ask you. So, when you came up with the design of this sign, how large were you thinking of making it? I mean, that's like one of the first things you always think of when you're making something is
Yeah.
how big are you going to make this thing?
I mean, I was originally thinking I was going to cut it out on the CNC. So I was thinking maybe 2 foot wide or so, like that, which is
Okay.
kind of what it was. Um, but I found out that my friend Sadie just got a new laser and it was about that same size. So I figured
Okay.
we'll go with that size. So I
Yeah.
got the dimensions of her bed size and I did like the maximum size that I could do,
The
which
awesome
was
orange, right? Is it
the
awesome
awesome orange.
orange?
Yes, she's a popular woodworker, mostly on Instagram, but she does have a YouTube. Hey, Shaz.
Yeah.
Um,
You should be in bed.
yeah. Um, good. So the only few people watching are our own people.
Well, Lewis has sent him the link.
No, okay. I'll do that right now. Hang on one sec. I didn't know if you'd be working or not, so I didn't bother. Where's my other? There it is. Okay. All right. So it's roughly 3 feet by like 2.5, I think.
Okay.
Only because it has those edges that come out, the arrow and all that. So um, it's almost 3 feet by 3 feet, really, because of those edges. But
Right. Right. Because that's that's one thing you always forget when you're designing everything is size wise.
At the end. So backstory: I'm doing this in vector, so I can scale it no matter what. So I didn't care about size then. I just cared about getting the graphic done. But at the end of the design thing, I have the values that I put for the width and all that on the screen. So I kind of was working it out then, just so I knew what we can do when we run it into her laser. So this is the sign. And play. There we go. So you can see it is actually animated with, what should be lights. And
right.
I did, as you saw, I did add the lights.
Yeah.
So this program here is kind of what I was explaining last time too.
Right.
This is called Sure Cuts a Lot, and it actually came with my vinyl cutter. So it's like a very, very, very simplified Illustrator.
Right.
And there's other apps like this, like Inkscape. But Inkscape for the Mac, I don't like because it's
I don't like. I only use Inkscape for like 2 things, and that's it.
Yeah, well, on the Mac, it uses like a third-party like wrapper because it's made in Java or whatever. So it's like an extra app inside of it, and it just for me it didn't work like it should.
Yeah,
and I just I didn't like the app, to be honest. And I don't like this one as well, but this one is so easy to use. There's almost no like education to it. Like
I know what you
exactly
mean.
What you think it would be. But that being said, there is like a lot of drawbacks. Like there's things I would definitely like improve just to make it like that much better.
Right.
And there's simple things too, like you put things in a group, like how it is there, and you can't touch those little dots unless you take them out of the group.
Right. So in this, what you're doing, you're actually copying and then making.
So there's a trace
layers,
feature, just like Illustrator has.
You're right.
And it traces it into a vector shape, and you can see all these little dots and
and you're cleaning up the. You're cleaning up the sharpness of it, or
well, that, and just because of how it does all these dots, and like they're straight lines, you don't need all these.
You don't exactly.
And it's like because it's tracing it, there might be a shadow or something, and it makes a dot for that. So
you don't want to see that.
So I'm cleaning it up where there's like straight lines. And in that first case too, I just basically redrew it because that was the underlayer, and it didn't matter what it looked like.
Right.
And hey, Lou.
Hey.
What's up, Louis?
Hi, Steven. How are you?
Good.
All right.
So I hope you're listening to what I was just saying.
Yes, absolutely. Listen to every word.
All right.
You're actually talking about how you're going to design the sign, and you're going to layer it with the laser to make it like multi-layered and really intricate, but how you're going to do it. And you were talking about the app and how you had to go through a third-party JavaScript and all this other stuff.
So, the other app, what was the other one now? Inkscape.
Right.
Yeah.
Inkscape is a Java app.
Yeah, I don't like.
It requires like a third party to run inside the Mac at the time. Anyway, I don't know what it does now, but anyway, I don't like the app. So, and this one, like I said, it's just simple, and I didn't want to take the time to actually do it properly in Illustrator. I didn't need to. So, anyway, this app is simplified, and it works just fine. I use this almost for everything I do,
and it's user friendly, right?
That's what because it's so user friendly.
That's cool. Respect.
Yeah. So you can see there, I was making that black layer or border. So everything here is obviously out black. But because I'm making it in layers, I was able to just kind of not do exactly everything because the air will be going over some of them. So I'm only doing it where you're going to see it. And in this case, like instead of tracing out the same shape over and again, I'm just kind of rebuilding it.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right.
So I don't have to do everything so exact. And see, I'm
Yeah,
just
and
drawing the
plus the
black.
laser, you have like some, what do you call that, leeway when you're cutting all that out. So
Yeah, I mean, there's always some kind of flexibility, I guess.
yeah,
Especially, it's kind of hard to say, but you just got to figure out where you're going to lay stuff out, and if you have enough room. But there's wiggle room in there.
yeah, because you're using the size of Sadie's
laser,
bed,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
So the other thing with this design that the image has, like you can see like the black border on the arrow, like some parts it's not the same thickness.
Right.
No,
And
right.
that's
not
how
uniform.
the image was. So I'm kind of keeping it the same. Like that's the silliness of that sign, So I was trying to respect that without trying to correct it.
It's like a comedic sign. It's not necessarily supposed to be, what do you call it? Like, I don't know, the straight goods or whatnot, right?
Right. It's like a fun retro sign.
Oh, okay, like from like the 50s.
Yeah. So things are not exactly spot
Square.
on. So it is where it needs to be, like Bob's face and some of the like the font where it says show and all that, but like the multiple layers where his name is, and like I said, the borders and stuff, they're not exact. So I
mean, Bob looks pretty accurate. So
yeah,
I guess it doesn't matter.
Right. That's
even if it is a caricature.
Right. So I was respecting that when I made it. I made it.
I'll say if I make it to 93, I hope I look that damn good. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
So the different colors are me just so I can see the offset on things.
No, excuse me. 94 closing in on 95. My apologies.
Is he? I thought he was 93 right now. Maybe
he was born in 1930.
Okay.
1930, Rialto, California.
I was just at his 90th, and it felt like yesterday. But yeah. So I'm clearing out the base layer.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out what that's actually going to be. So
how do you mean, like, as far as that base layer? You're talking about the purple?
Yeah. So I'm doing it in layers, and I'm going to use that to minus it from the other ones.
Right.
So I can get the base layer to make the yellow an outline kind of. And I did that because it's basically it is an outline on the graphic.
Right.
And there's a white layer where you can see right there. There's a white layer, and then there's a black layer below that. And the black layer is also cut out as well because then I have room for the lights that I put in.
Is it going to be LED lighting?
Yeah.
That's cool. Are the colors of the lights going to change?
Yeah, it goes from like a reddish to a yellowish.
Oh, so like the Las Vegas sign.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool, Jason.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man.
And as Steve said on Sunday's show, the way that it worked out, where it's got like, because the LEDs are so small, there was like 2 lights per dot. And so he was joking that it's the Coke corner because it has the two lights.
Oh, because it's a mixed bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you see it, you can see the lights going twice throughout each one instead of the one. But
by the way, Casey Corner got the same thing that the Coke Corner does in California.
With the light?
With the half red, half white lamp. Yes.
Huh. Wonder if they did it on purpose.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, so this, I mean, there's a lot of redundancy here, but it is the whole design.
No, but I think it's really cool that you're going to have it lighted. Now, is it just going to be those dots in the arrow that are going to be lit, or is it going to be the whole sign going to be like black?
It is literally just those dots.
Oh, darn!
Because if you see the animation, that's the only thing that's moving.
Right. That's the only motion in the sign.
So I figured that should be the only thing.
No, that's cool. I mean, don't make it too complicated. I agree. You want it to work.
Sure.
Paris has a half.
The Paris one also has a half bulb.
Yeah. I guess they're just mimicking everywhere. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I'm stalling.
You know what's so funny is after watching you do this is like, this is exactly what I did with the Disneyland sign and the pirate sign. Is I overlaid, traced it all, and so it's like I'm watching myself again. Do this.
Okay, there we go. I think I took a break there, or a phone call or something. Yeah. So now I'm building up the how the background, you can see, wasn't exactly the same shape, but it didn't need to be because it's in the background.
Yeah.
It just has to support the other edges. So.
Of course.
And then this is where I'm making it so I cut out the inside, and now I'm making the border.
Right. So here's my question. What's the primary material? Is it wood? Is it polymer?
It is. It's MDF. So particle board, pretty much.
Right. I know what MDF is.
It's a finely condensed one.
It's a type of composite.
It's
a natural composite as opposed to
It's the finely ground down,
right,
all glued together, but like very tightly, not the cheap
of course
stuff.
And it's like heat bonded, so
yeah,
everything's all formed and packed.
Yeah,
sure.
So pretty much all the laser stuff is that.
Right.
But some of them have a veneer on top of it to make it look like wood. So
right, for the grains and all. Right.
Yeah. In this case, I didn't need that because we're painting it anyway. Which then, comes out that you need to usually clear coat first or something to paint it multiple times because it soaks into paint really quickly.
Oh, you mean it's very porous?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So here's my question. Are you using machines to paint it, or are you hand painting it?
I use spray paint.
Okay.
Yeah. So
no,
after
cool.
we cut it out on Sadie's laser, there was like a couple parts that I didn't do, like his glasses, and there's part of his face that I forgot, and one part we didn't do correctly. So I had to do it on my brother's laser. And at the time, he just has more space in his garage, so we ended up building it and painting it at his house. So that's why.
What are the dimensions to the sign, Jason?
Roughly two. Well, with the other edges that spit out, it's like 3x3, but where the skinny part is almost 2.
3x3. What, in feet?
Feet. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like 35 by something. We'll see at the end. I don't remember the exact dimensions, but as I was saying, right before we go to Sadie's on the video to cut it out, I put the dimensions up on the top. We'll see.
Okay, cool.
So for those of you just joining and missed the beginning, this is obviously the graphic for the Bob Gurr Show, which is Bob Gurr's podcast. And I just figured it'd be kind of cool to actually make it a real sign. And when we went to Disney this past May, we finally got to drop it off. And though Bob wasn't there, we gave it to Ernie.
Yeah.
Bob's manager. And
it was really cool to see the set. So
because I see the set and all that. And Bob has seen the sign now, and we should be seeing a video at some point here soon.
Oh, good.
So it should have been out yesterday, according to Ernie. But
where is the set located, Jason?
It's in Orange, California.
Oh, so
Yeah,
it's down on it's down on Chapman and Glassell and the
Yeah, right.
in the-
Not exactly that area, but right. I mean, not exactly that street, but right in that area.
but adjacent to that site. Okay.
Yeah.
World famous
Yep.
as far as like all the motion pictures and television stuff that's been filmed there. Yes.
Yeah. Like that thing you do.
Well, that
Yeah,
and, like
exactly.
Small Soldiers and yeah.
Yeah, I think it is the biggest one.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, well, actually, no. The biggest one you helped on, but the biggest one I did was that Disneyland one. That was before I think my brother moved out here, because that was 4 feet wide.
Big sign.
Yeah, I also did a almost 4. I think it was 3.5 foot pirate sign. That was for Ernie as well.
Oh, of the
Yep.
Pirates of the
It was a
Caribbean.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had to make sure I don't break anything while we were at that set.
Oh, we almost did.
Yeah, Jason almost did.
That size of his desk and where the seat is between, like, it looks bigger on video.
It
But
does.
when I got up, I pushed the seat back and it almost right into that Pinocchio puppet.
Yeah,
that's
the back wall that was behind you with everything on.
Yeah,
it.
I almost was like,
Oh no.
cost $1,000 damage.
Yeah, I'm sure. Good God.
Well, I didn't expect that the seat to roll that far back.
Yeah,
either.
I didn't either. I just got up and it just
took off.
Away into outer space it went.
we'll show some of that video on the next on. We have a part 2 coming. So this is just going to be the build and the cutout. Sorry, the design and the cutout. The next one will be the paint and the build. And then hopefully we'll have Bob's video that we can put in here.
Yeah, that desk was
was
so small. It looks big in
it looks like a normal sized desk, but when you get
Yeah.
there, it's like not even a foot wide.
Well, he's not a very big person.
I know, but
You know, I mean, so like, I don't know. I mean, like, from what I've seen, and I've seen him with I've seen photos of him with Ernie, and I've seen photos and videos with him with Dallin, and so like you get scale, and he's just not a very big person.
yeah.
Even back in like his prime, like back in the 50s, he wasn't a very big person then either.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can understand why the desk looks huge in like on the videos, but like when you get up to it, like you put your hand on it, it's tiny.
Well, that whole set looks huge, but it's not.
Right. But then go figure. I mean, you're talking about the master Imagineer.
Yeah.
He's been doing illusions his whole life. Go figure.
Yeah.
He's been turning dreams into reality, physical reality his entire life. And good on him too.
Is this where you're doing the layering thing?
Yeah, so there was 3 layers, but on the actual sign it's offset. Well, on the graphic it's offset, so I had to combine the 2 because I'm setting them on top of each other. So this is going to be 3 layers.
Right, and it provides for the 3-dimensional look.
Yeah. So I'm just filling in the gaps between the 2. And before I was like minusing from each other because there's 3 different layers with all 3 of them having the same 3 graphics on it.
Now I do have a question, right? Because I mean, as I'm watching you do this, I'm noticing that there's white between the yellow or the gold and the orange, right?
Yep. And that's how it's
however
should be.
slight there is. I mean, you really can't see it when you zoom out, but when you zoom into it, you can see there's like a giant gap.
Yep. And that gap is there on the sign, and it's in the graphic.
Okay, so you can see it in the physical sign.
Yep.
I don't know why my doggone gimbal's being dumb tonight, but whatever. Figure it out.
But yeah, so in fact, that actually made it kind of difficult when we were gluing it because we had to like try to separate it out. And sometimes when we would drop a piece down there, it would move, and we had to like get toothpicks in there to like separate to leave that gap in there.
Oh, so some real delicate work, huh?
Yeah.
Precision work.
So here I am again cleaning up unnecessary dots.
Like burrs and stuff?
It kind of makes them jaggedy because it wasn't exact, so
right.
Just cleaning it up. So I think real time,
very user friendly.
Yeah, but like I said, there's stupid things. I put them in groups, and when you have them in a group, you have to like select it, and then you try to pick on one of them, and for some reason it disappears, and then you got to do it again. But if you take them out of the group, you can click on it just fine.
Right.
It's stupidity on the programming side, but
I know in GIMP too, there's the new GIMP that there's so many like little bug things in that program where your cursor is on the thing that you want to work on, but the cursor's offset. So now instead of being on the cursor, it's the upper left of the cursor.
Yeah,
which makes no sense. Why is that?
Yeah. So they see that bounding box.
Yeah.
Selecting something that has all the arrows.
Yep.
Well, that's like a newer thing because it used to just be a regular resize thing. But now there's like only the resizes in the corner. The other ones are like for moving it.
Yeah.
And this one you can move everything.
Yeah.
And then these ones are to like resize it that way or this way. Yeah. But because I did that, you can't do like a slant,
Right.
So they have another tool for doing slants, but then you drag it out one side at a time rather than slanting the whole top line. Like if you wanted to make something like an italicized, you have to take one corner and then do the other corner, and hopefully matches. Like it's just dumb that they did that.
And that's what you get for being a free thing.
Well, and so the first one came with the
vinyl cutter
in front of me now, the vinyl cutter. But there's been a few version upgrades now, so I've paid for the updates. It's still cheap. It's only like $60 or $40. I don't remember what it was, but they've gotten better. But that thing kind of is not better. I'll say that. There's another name I call it instead of Sure Cuts a Lot, but I'm not going to say it.
No, this is a family-friendly program. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's a decent program. There's just over my time from using it, I would be like, why can't you just fix this issue? It doesn't make any sense. So there, I'm just making a support for Bob's head because it's actually going to be. You'll see there. I'll separate the blue line to make room for his head, but it's actually going to be sticking up between where the red layer is and where his on top of the white. So I had to make something that supports it underneath that. So a lot of it was like kind of working that out as I was building it. Like, I need something here, I need something there, and got to leave room for this. And but I was saying, I think real time on this was probably like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it like 2-3 hours?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, considering some of the other stuff I've done.
It's just all the cleanup stuff you gotta do.
But like my Jungle Cruise sign, I think that was like 10 hours of work.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just depends.
Well, it's funny, like the Pirates one that I did is, you think you got everything, and then you go and cut it, and you left one little mark, and it cuts that out, and it's like, what's that? You go back into and erase it or whatever, and just try to fix it.
Yeah.
How many times did you have to do that in this? None?
No, lots of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you just saw me right there. I was reconfiguring the red part again.
Right.
And that's because I was like, oh, well, that arrow needs to have a little more support, So actually, I was wrong before. This is where I'm making room for the lights on the white part.
Oh, okay.
The yellow was the outline. So this is where I'm cutting it out.
This is the actual, okay.
Because you won't see that underneath when I have the other one on. So
yeah, now you got to stretch that red out there. Yeah. So it gets covered.
It gets covered, yeah. Or I took another break.
Or the dogs were barking.
Yeah, who knows? Screen caps. It's not like you can pause it and just keep going.
Got a dinosaur back there. Yeah, the guy that designed this, he did a cool job with that, with the old retro 50s look.
Yeah. Yeah, because he did the rocket rod, he did the people mover, the Autopia, he did King Kong. Can't remember what was on the beginning. Oh, Monorail too. Like that's all happened in the opening.
Cool.
Are you talking about what Bob was responsible for?
No, the artist.
The beginning of Bob's show, he has like all the graphics going through it.
Oh yeah. So
he designed all those little characters, but yeah, they're all designs based on what Bob has made.
His body of work, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think there's even like Harold in there too.
Oh yes. Yeah. So this is now at Sadie's house, and like I said, she just got this thunder laser, and
This thing's huge.
It is huge. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Like my son uses one at the community college, and that thing's tiny compared to that ginormous laser Sadie had.
Hey, I want to get to see her.
Here's awesome Oscar. She calls herself the
Oh
Oscar
yeah,
Daddy, so
yeah.
that's awesome Oscar.
He's in all the videos.
Yeah.
Good boy. Good boy.
We can do a
Nice
little
dog.
circle up here. That's usually what I do. Just do a little circle.
So she's
up there.
using Lightburn with that.
Yeah, I can tell.
That's fine. Yeah.
So we have to kind of
You have
because
to
the
fiddle with
laser's
it,
new to
though.
her, we have to gauge what power level and everything. So
Yeah.
we're kind of testing the little circle. The first time it wasn't enough power, so
Right. So what was your settings for
I
power and
don't-
speed?
I
Was
don't
that
remember, to be honest.
Oh.
I think we went full power,
full power?
which
Wow.
was like 100 whatever. But I don't remember what the speed was.
Because how we were talking about that yesterday or
Yeah,
Sunday.
I could tell you on the local, but on this, I don't.
Yeah.
Grab it, it finds it, and then I'll frame it.
Okay.
So if it looks like it's on where it would be, then I'll just hit start.
Where's the camera at?
In my hand.
No, the camera for the laser.
Oh, she doesn't have one.
Oh, she doesn't have one.
No, it knows its coordinates, and it knows what's on the screen. So there's a little screen off to the
Oh, yeah.
on the right,
No,
and I think it traced it.
this is CO2, right?
So this next circle,
Look how small the honeycomb is.
Yeah.
yeah, about the same. Well, maybe a little slightly bigger than mine, but
Yeah, I have one that's about that size, I think, and one that has that's way bigger than that.
So just have to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, it was actually pretty decent speed still.
what I liked about hers, and I think I say it here, but mine has a fan, and it's really all this smoke.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay,
clean.
More burning on that than this one.
Yeah.
Okay, now what?
Right now you can hear me.
Yeah,
Um,
the noise of the fan. I can
Okay.
hear you.
So mine has the little fan going, and like the smoke blows,
Right,
and you can get that residue on there.
right.
Hers doesn't do that.
Really?
Not really. So not like mine does.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
it just has better circulation and fans in there.
yeah. Maybe. Oh, she's doing the perimeter.
Yeah, which mine also doesn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad mine does that.
But look how clean it is.
Oh wow, is that wait? Then that wood is tape.
It is 1/8.
It turns on.
Actually, this one is
It's
slightly
louder.
bigger. This is 1/4.
Okay.
It is thicker for the base. You can see it has a.
It's a blue.
Huh?
The laser is blue or white?
The actual color of the laser?
Yeah. Because they're all like different colors.
I think it's just the glass. I think it's white. But you can see it has an air assist right there too.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't know why I was.
No worries.
We didn't get you in mind though.
Man, look how
That's
clean
the
that is.
very base layer.
How thick is it?
That one was 1/4. The rest of it's all going to be 1/8. And I think the yellow and the blue outlines are 1/16.
Surprised that there's no. Well, it might be on the glass. Filter for your eyes.
Yeah, you didn't need it. Yeah, because it's built in with the
It's
glass.
in the glass, right? That's nice and quiet.
Because we're also going like twice as fast right now.
Yeah.
I think we go even faster here in a second.
You like that? The light.
Is this time lapse? Or is this actual
Yeah.
Yeah.
cutting speed?
Now it's doing the outline.
That's regular.
I just didn't have a reason to be watching everything at full speed.
I think I'm gonna start putting my laser stuff on the channel.
Yeah, I mean, I
Everything
want to do
made,
more.
everything I cut on the laser. I still need to get a camera because my friend Rory, with his boss laser, he bought a light burn camera that he just stuck in his. And, you know, light burn, because it's from light burn, it's compatible and works great. Still says it's the 7400 machine,
What?
the Nova 34.
I don't even know what that is.
There it is, all cut out.
Is he talking about this one?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it actually costs more than that, to be honest.
The one that my friend has is like 12 something.
So yeah, that was the end of this part 1 anyway.
Cool. So we're gonna have a part 2, right?
Yeah, I think well, first we gotta wait for that Bob's video to come out so I can put it kind of at the end of this.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's a like that was like 2 screen cap videos and like a couple from Sadie's, but my brother's stuff, we have a lot of different little videos here and some photos, and I need to edit still to kind of make that. And I don't know how long that's going to be, but I would assume half an hour more as well. But
yeah.
And then we have our photos in the video that we did at the set. So yeah, I'll try to edit something, and hopefully I think next week we'll do the the C sign that we were talking about.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be fun.
And maybe the week after we'll come back and do this part 2.
Sounds good.
So if anyone has any questions, speak now. And by the way, I will put a link to Sadie's channel in the description once I'm done.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Thank you to Sadie for
yeah. Fortunately, she couldn't make it. She's got her own things to do.
I know. I was hoping to get to meet her. I was been a big fan of hers for a long, long time.
Well, whenever you come down this way, we can go hang out with her. Some other people too, like Pneumatic.
Is she in the? Is she also Phoenix based like
He
yourself?
is. Yeah, we're in the same woodworking group.
Oh, that's cool.
The guy who started the group, Tyler, Ty, his cousin was the king of random.
Oh,
who passed like a couple years ago, skydiving. But that channel has like 10 million subscribers. It's ridiculous.
I bet.
Wow.
So, anyway, yeah, we got a few YouTubers. We had my friends over at Make a Wood Sign, Eric Odin and all that.
Oh yeah, Eric. Yeah.
So, and his son is now working with them.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah,
Super nice.
They're moving. I don't know if they moved yet, but they were moving out of state. So,
yeah, I got the router base from him for my DeWalt with the
you got it
two
from
little
his
handles.
dad.
What?
From his dad.
From his dad, yeah, because you told me to get it from him. So, yeah.
So Shaz watched the whole thing. She could have just joined in.
Yeah, she needs to go to bed.
She needs to. All right. So I guess no questions, unless Lou, you have anything else?
No, that was very, very great explanation of how everything came together like that. Really cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think
this has inspired me to record my stuff.
I think it'd be fun if we can find another sign to make that I can actually design it live.
Yeah,
the whole process of like going from like a photo, you know.
Right.
There, you can do mine.
There's a couple other Disney ones I want to do, like Big Thunder Mountain and Golden Horseshoe.
Yeah.
So maybe one of those.
That would be really cool, especially like the golden or the diamond horseshoe. Agreed.
Yeah, I don't have a photo of the diamond one, but
I can get you one.
Yeah.
Kenny and I can get you photos. That's not a problem.
I don't have anything I'm making from Disney World, so.
Oh, we need to get that in your repertoire.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Could start with that.
100%.
Yeah, Rianne. Yep, that's.
Yeah, it's a lot of work too. Like people don't realize.
Oh no, it looks like. I mean, you said 10 hours. 10 hours.
Yeah, not on this one, but on the other ones. But
Shaz can't stream in her PJs. So.
It's all good.
Yeah. Well, you could have came on here without anything.
Yeah, maybe I will record. Oh, hey, that's a good idea. I think my first recording will be a Shazosaurus sign.
Oh. She's being selfish. But yeah, I think maybe we'll do the Golden Horseshoe. I'm still kind of iffy on what the Big Thunder Mountain sign should be. Like, should it just be the letters, or should it be the whole like roof house style that it's on?
Oh, right, that it sits on. Yeah.
Oh, the station house.
Yeah, like it looks like a part of it, you know, like it's like a sign and it has like slide like roof shingles and stuff.
Right. Oh, speaking about trains, I don't mean to throw shade, but everybody's all butthurt out here that they're about to shut down the Walt Disney World Railroad again.
Yeah, but it's gonna go like backwards for a while.
Well, they're gonna be running shuttles from like Fantasyland to Main Street.
Yeah.
And
like
then they're gonna run it backward from
Main
Main Street back up to Fantasyland. Likewise, they're gonna run it from Main Street to Frontierland, and then backwards back down to Main Street.
Yeah.
And here's
tell me about
nothing.
it.
Oh, look, backwards, still nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, and then okay, and so there was this release by WDI TDO, and TDO said that they're actually gonna reverse some of the seats.
Yeah.
So that you can actually, so that when you're going backwards, you're actually facing forwards.
Yeah, I heard that too. Still, you're looking at nothing.
You know, you guys are brilliant. I mean, you guys are really brilliant and so constructive of our railroad. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, once they get the
honestly,
Villains Land put in, it's going to be a game changer, and you're going to have things to look at.
Yeah, there is nothing
We're
to
not the
see.
only one.
And,
but
Big
seriously,
Thunder's
how hard
close.
is
You
it to
can't
put a
even see
couple
that.
scenes in? I don't know.
Well, you can see it from the railroad. It's just it goes by really fast.
What, trees?
No, we're talking about Big Thunder, man.
Oh yeah, that's the one part now, and some of Tron now. But
Yes,
like I said, if the train stays where it is, it should be going right through or on the edge of the new villain's land.
it's going to go right through it.
So that will be cool too.
Yes,
and maybe as it goes around, you'll see some of the new Toy Story car
Piston
stuff,
Peak?
Piston Peak stuff. Yeah, maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know.
I hope so. I mean, that's kind of what we all want to see.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Hopefully, there's more to see on the train, but still, the
Absolutely.
beginning areas don't have much of anything. So,
Right. Yeah, I'm well aware. Yes, I was just there the other day, so good times. Oh wait, am I all cockeyed? I
sideways.
guess I am.
It's not rotating.
Yeah, it's weird. All right, come on, Joker. Nope, doesn't want to play. That's wild.
All right. Well, there you go.
It's wild.
It's all right. We're done.
Yeah,
here.
we're about done. So
Right.
Short video, but you know,
it was a cool
to the
one.
point.
Yeah.
No, a very
Like
cool
it.
one. Agreed.
So yeah, so the next one, hopefully we be about the same, and it'll be a little more funner more fun, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
More fun. Yeah.
Because of the videos we'll have, hopefully Bob's and like I said, our little fun video.
Yeah.
That we kept under wraps.
Yep.
So
well, I mean, everything's great because like this is actually like a practical video where we're learning stuff. Not that we're not learning stuff in the other videos, but I mean, we really get an opportunity to learn now.
We've done, I think 3 or 4 of we call them the live build in chat.
Right.
So there's some others. We have a playlist. There's some others that we did before you guys even came to the channel. So, mostly I did to for the shop, for people who want to buy the build kit, they can watch me build it. So, that was the main reason. But they're on here, so
cool.
Anyway, so yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, and share, friends and family. Let us know what you think. And,
see you this Friday.
Yeah, and of course, Friday we'll be live again. I think we might be doing, I don't remember what it's called. The new Harry Potter from Epic.
Oh, okay.
Chris got video?
Yeah. What was it called?
I have no idea.
Gringotts?
Gringos.
Gringos. Gringotts.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called. Gringotts something. Anyway, it's like the elevator ride or whatever it is. So, anyway, stay tuned for that, and we'll see you there.